Hey, how much do we spend on eating in a month?
You never cared about the food expenses. Why the sudden interest?
It came up when my colleagues and I were having small talk. So, how much?
Depends on the month, but around $420.
420? That's too much! Make it less from this month.
That's impossible. I'm already trying to manage it as I possibly can.
My colleagues spend way less than us. Why can she do it and you can't?
How should I know? Why don't you ask her how she's managing it? And what she cooks for herself daily, then I do as you say.
Fine, I'll get the details. Follow them.
Alright, but still, why all of a sudden? Even if the subject was brought up, forcing me to cut costs, did someone put you up to it?
We're thinking of having a second child, yes?
Yeah, Maya will be off to school in a few, and she wants a brother or sister.
Right? Not only for her. Before we were married, we agreed on having kids. But with kids comes money, and we were short on savings.
We've managed so far, and we have quite a large sum now. I've been saving where I can here and now. You've been working hard for us too.
But it's still not enough. What if something happens?
If you say so.
It's your job to manage the accounts, since you're not working. Sarah, how much did you spend on food last month? Is it down to around $70?
$70? No way! We brought it down to around $350.
What? Only that much? Why?
Why? I did everything just as your colleague said to. Well, mostly. There were some that were impossible to do.
Isn't your job as a housewife to make all the impossible things possible?
Easy for you to say. Every household is different. Sure, your colleague had some really good ideas, like make your own vegetables or buy groceries with coupons, but there are just things that can't be done.
Like what?
Like get milk from your aunt's farm, or ask your fisherman cousin if there's some trout to spare. There's no way that will work out on us. We don't know anyone who's a farmer or a fisherman.
You're from the rural areas. Can't you do something about it?
But I didn't grow up near a farm or a port, so no. There were some family-owned gardens, and that's about it.
Well, you're useless.
How dare you call me useless? What about you? You grew up in a port town. Don't you have any relations?
I don't.
Then we're both useless. Your colleagues had a lot of help from her family, according to the list she gave us. That's how she's managed to keep her food expenses low.
Then how can we cut down with the expenses?
How the hell should I know? Maybe if you stop drinking every night at home. You might make friends with some farmers or fishermen. I doubt they'll give us food, though.
Right. Then you go make some friends.
What?
Well, I can't cut drinking out of my life. Do something about it.
You know I can't. It's way more realistic for you to sober up.
I work all day to support you. You're telling me to give up my only relaxation?
You could find something else to get relaxed. Or maybe considering to drink less, like weekends only.
I would never give up my drinking. And if I were to, let's say, take away Maya's snacks also?
What the hell?
You're giving her way too much anyways. She's still only a kid. She doesn't need snacks. She'll grow up to be fat like you. Girls are always attractive when they're skinny. Make her have a diet.
I can't believe you're serious. For your information, Maya does not have her snacks every single day, and it's not even a lot.
Even so, cut it down. Do you understand? I'm getting back to work.
Wait, Tyler!
How much was last month's food expense? You had some help from the neighbors, no? Should have gone down quite a sum.
$210 last month.
$210? Better than what we started with, I guess. Down by half. But you can cut out more, can you? The aim is $70 a month.
The hell? There's no way I can cut down anymore.
Why are you giving up? My colleague was able to do it.
The neighbors helped us out of sympathy. They were sorry for Maya having to survive with no snacks. I can't go around begging for food every month. That's too pathetic.
Neighbors are supposed to help each other out. Tell them that and they will.
Then we need to give back the favor for helping us out last month.
What? Do they need our help with something?
Not that I heard of.
Then you don't need to give them anything back. You only need to help your neighbors when they're in need.
That's not how it works. You don't know because you're out working all day.
I work my ass off for you. Isn't that not enough?
Just because I'm a housewife doesn't mean I only do house chores. You never take care of our kid, so I'm bringing up Maya alone. And getting along with the neighbors isn't that easy.
Getting along with one of the neighbors is one of your chores.
I also have to put on a good face with Maya's friend's mom. 1 foot out of the line has its costs. Who knows what will happen to Maya then? Have you ever thought about her future?
I work to support you and Maya. I give up my weekends for family time. What more do you want from me?
What do you mean by giving up your weekend? Don't you see that mindset alone is wrong? Don't you want to be involved with your own child's life?
She's the one who doesn't want me involved. She wants her mother.
Of course she'll be attached to me. I take care of her every day. You only talk to her when you feel like it. Her rejection is no wonder. Try talking to her persistently. She'll warm up to you.
Why am I the one that has to try? I keep the roof over her head.
That's nothing to be proud of. It's the parent's duty to bring up a child.
Shut up! Make do with 70 this month. If you can't, go around the neighbors for help. How much was the expenses last month?
$280.
280? Why has it gone up?
Because last month was summer break and Maya didn't have kindergarten. She had to eat lunch at home, and I can't exactly beg for food around the neighborhood anymore. I did my best to get discounted foods in the local market, but...
Didn't your mother send us some food? What happened to that?
We ate it all!
Why didn't you ask for more?
I told you I haven't got the nerve to do that!
They're your parents. It's their job to provide their children. They expect children to be selfish.
Then why don't you ask your parents? By the way, your parents didn't give a thought when I told them about your obsession with cutting food expenses.
Are you bumming my parents?
The fuck? You expected me to bum my parents or the neighbors.
Don't be cheeky with me. Fine then. This month's food budget is $7. Work with that.
So you're fine with eating bean sprouts every day?
Huh?
You heard me.
Yeah, I'm okay with steak and bean sprouts.
The hell? Who said anything about steaks?
What?
I said bean sprouts only. We still have some seasoning left. But if I use that up, there'll be no options other than boiling.
You're kidding, right?
You don't go grocery shopping, so you wouldn't know this, but buying some fresh veggies and meat can easily use up $7. But bean sprouts are a bit cheaper than most vegetables, so we can manage for a few days.
Are you seriously going to serve bean sprouts? Without steak?
Yes, I am. A bag of bean sprouts is about 14 cents. We can go 50 for $7 a month and split it between the three of us.
50 bags for 3. Okay.
That might sound a lot, but there's 30 days to this month. So we can use up to 1.6 bags a day. Split it to 3 times a day and sustain 3 people. Here's the question. How many sprouts can one person eat a day?
Sprouts? Is my portion going to be that small?
There will be days when I have to pack Maya's lunch. You'll be eating bean sprouts that I packed for you this month as well.
What? Can I eat at the cafeteria or at restaurants?
Hell no. Your lunch money also came from our food expenses. Oh, and I have to tell the kindergarten beforehand that we're to be sustained only on bean sprouts this month because of my husband, lol.
Okay. I'm sorry. Please don't make me eat only bean sprouts for a month.
That's alright by me. You never do housework or spend time with your child. Don't you ever tell me what to do in this house. Understood? Tyler, what the hell did you tell your mother? She was so mad at me on the phone.
I only told her about our conversation over lunch today.
You only told her the bits that were to your advantages, huh? Coward.
Who are you calling a coward? I told her word for word.
Oh, but she was surprised. How can you only serve your husband bean sprouts for lunch?
It's the truth.
You didn't tell her that you were planning on a $7 food budget this month and told me to beg around the neighborhood for food.
Okay, maybe some details got left out.
Well, I told her everything.
What?
Your mother hung up the phone so embarrassed. She didn't apologize. That was annoying. I guess apples don't fall from the tree.
What do you mean by everything?
Mainly about your behavior. At first, she believed in her own son. But gradually, she caught on all the shitty things he's done. And then hung up so abruptly. Lol.
So basically you harassed her.
Where did that come from? I only told her the facts.
Going against both your husband and his mother in the process. That's why you're a failure as a wife.
Like I care. Your ideals for a wife are too unrealistic to achieve, lol.
What?
Careful, or you would be eating bean sprouts every day. You wouldn't want that now, would you?
You threatening me? You seem to act like you're superior to me. But that won't go long.
What are you planning on doing now? I'm not letting you touch a hair on Maya's head.
I'm not giving you any more money. From now on, I'll be managing the accounts.
And how are you planning on doing that? You don't have any domestic experiences.
If you can do it, so can I. I'll put it off. From this month. For now, do with the money I'm giving you. And bean sprouts are not an option. Hey, Sarah. Where the hell are you? The lights are out in the house. You and Maya are gone. We're playing hide and seek, are we? Come out, wherever you are.
Maya and I, we're staying at my parents' house. And we're never going back to that house.
What do you want about?
You're happy as long as you have your daily alcohol. Not caring about our welfare.
You knew I've been drinking?
Since you started to manage the accounts, you've been out drinking a whole lot more. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what's going out, lol.
Well, I put money to the house. I keep the roof over your heads. A little pint of beer won't hurt anybody. In fact, I have the right to be rewarded for my hard work.
If only it were a little pint. You're strict on everybody else but yourself.
What did you say?
I am no longer in need of your financial support.
And what do you mean by that?
I told you we won't be going back to that house. Don't you get it? I'm leaving you.
What? Are you serious? You can't divorce me. Don't be full of yourself.
Can't you find it yet? I left the signed divorce papers for you on the kitchen table.
Huh? Oh my god. Are you really serious about this?
That's what I've been telling you. Stop making me repeat myself.
What are you going to do with Maya's kindergarten? You can't make her go there from your parents' house. It's too far.
No worries. I already filled out and turned in the transfer papers. She'll be starting a new kindergarten next week.
And she's okay with that? She can't just leave her peers.
I'm so glad she's an extrovert. She was sad at first, but soon enough she got excited to meet new kids.
No problem there then. How about work then? You can't bring her up without the money. Are you going to bum your parents? You hated the very idea.
Oh, that? I'm going to be helping out my dad's bakery. He needed the help and he's paying me for my time, of course. It's a win-win for the both of us. Lol.
No problem there too.
Yup. I'm not only divorcing you, I'm charging you for alimony and child support.
Alimony and child support? Why should I? Alimony is for when there's an affair.
Alimony can be charged in mentally abused situations as well.
Mentally abused? I never abused either of you.
You're thinking of straight-up violence. It's not. You won't give us money to live. Even if you did, it wasn't enough. There are reasons enough to charge.
For that only?
You seem surprised, but cutting expenses when knowing your family will suffer is a dick move. And while using money freely for yourself, how would you feel when that's forced upon you? Try and live with that little money. Could you do that?
So you're saying a man can't manage his own money?
I didn't say that. If you'd given us the right amount, there wouldn't be any complaints. Which in your case, didn't happen, verifying from $7 to $70 a month.
But you managed.
I didn't. How could I? I had to take money from my savings account. And I had to take help from my parents. I was desperate to survive. There is no way I managed.
I didn't know that.
I've been telling you over and over, we couldn't survive with that little money, but you ignored me and went on spending for yourself. This is why I can't do this anymore. Sign the divorce papers and get on with it, will you?
Wait, Sarah, I just wanted for us to have a simpler life. For our future. For our family. Please understand, Sarah.
You say stuff about family when you yourself wasn't bothered to take care of them. Do you even hear yourself? You've done basically nothing for us. Because you're working, because you're paying for our expenses, so the housewife could do everything else? I can't live with a person who thinks like that. Fuck you. Try and live by with $7 a month. I blocked my husband's number after that and got a lawyer to talk with him. As a result, I successfully got the alimony money and child support. The divorce papers went through, so I'm a free person. According to our mutual friends, his company found out the reason of the divorce, so he's having a hard time at work being alone. He sold the house and moved in with his parents. The neighbors talk, of course, so his mother's stressed out on all the gossip. I don't know what'll happen in his future, but for now, I have my daughter, my supportive parents, so I'm enjoying my life to the fullest.
there. We need to talk.
Good morning. I'm sorry, who is this, please?
This is Linda, Todd's girlfriend.
Oh, he has finally moved on. I'm happy to hear that. How can I help you?
Wow, we haven't even started the conversation yet and you're already telling lies.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
You're not happy he has moved on, much less with a younger woman like myself. And you seriously want me to believe you didn't know about the relationship between your husband and me?
I can see there is a big misunderstanding here. Todd and I are divorced. He is not my husband, and up until now I had no idea you two were together.
You liar! I can see now why he hates you so much. You refuse to love him, but then you don't want him to have love without you. And now you're telling me you're happy for him? How do you sleep at night?
See, Linda, I don't know what Todd told you, but there is nothing going on between the two of us.
Stop with your lies. Set my boyfriend free so we can move on with our lives. You're just a bitter old woman who knows she will never be able to land another man, so she holds on to the one she hates. But all that is over. I'm here now and you're leaving my man, or else.
Are you threatening me?
Yes, this should let you know just how serious I am about this. There'll be hell to pay if you don't divorce Todd. I won't ask again.
Obviously, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm done with this conversation. If you have a problem, settle it with your boyfriend and leave me out of it. Goodbye. Todd, good evening.
Hi, Claire. How are you doing? It's been a while.
Things are not great, Todd. I had a chat with your girlfriend today.
Linda, what does she want with you?
You tell me. She thinks we're still together. Why would she think that, Todd?
Should I know? People say lots of things. Besides, we were together for so long, it's hard for a lot of people to get used to the idea that we're not together anymore.
Todd, we've been divorced for a year now, and before that we were separated for 2 years. Everyone knows we're not together anymore. Everyone but your girlfriend, apparently.
Why are you pinning this on me? It's not my fault.
Well, you're not the one she contacted and said those mean things to. You need to let her know that you and I are done.
My God, look at how easy it is for you to say we're done.
What do you mean?
Come on, Claire. You know the divorce is not my idea. I never wanted it.
Are we going to do this again? Do I have to remind you of every time you hurt me? You were never around, and you always lied to me. I couldn't cope, Todd.
But I apologize and you forgave me. Unless you lied to me.
I did forgive you, but that was for my peace of mind. As it stands, I have nothing against you, and I would like to keep it that way. Just keep your girlfriend in line, okay?
Let's just leave Linda out of this for now. We're talking about you and me.
What? Linda is the reason we're having this conversation in the first place. You have a new relationship, so focus on building it and tell Linda the truth.
I'll tell Linda whatever I want. You and I aren't in a relationship anymore, remember? You made that pretty clear already. So just shut up and leave me alone. You don't get to tell me what to do.
This is like talking to a wall. I'm done.
Claire, it's been a week now and you're yet to leave Todd. What are you waiting for?
You again? How many times will I have to tell you? Your boyfriend and I are divorced.
Stop with the lies, you old hag. I know why you're still holding on tight to him. And it's despicable. At first, I thought it was because you were scared of being lonely, making you want to stay with someone you clearly didn't love. However, it all makes sense now. You're only in it for the money.
The money? LOL. What money?
You're just a gold digger, Claire. Face it. That's why you got married to Todd in the first place. For his money. You've already wrecked him with alimony alone. But you're not satisfied. You still want to rip off as much as you can from the poor man. Why are you so wicked?
My God, did Todd tell you all this?
Yeah, he did. Your demands made him bankrupt and almost destroyed his company. Till today, he is still yet to recover. You destroyed the man completely, Claire, and you still won't leave him alone. You are the devil.
Wow. I had no idea Todd saw me this way. He told you I'm responsible for everything he's going through?
If he hadn't met you, he'd be a billionaire by now, not struggling to keep company afloat. I've seen your social media accounts. You're living large and having a great time, but it's all off of Todd's sweat. You are a wicked and ungrateful woman.
This is getting out of hand. I see I have to handle this myself.
What do you mean by that? Claire?
Todd, I'm tired of all this. What have you been telling your girlfriend about me?
What is it this time around?
Please, answer my question. Linda still believes you and I are married even though I asked you to tell her the truth. Why are you doing this to me? Do you know how much she's harassed me?
See, it's not my place to decide what my girlfriend thinks, okay? She has her rights, you know.
Why don't you just tell her the truth?
Why don't you just mind your own business, huh?
Hold on. My God. You never told her, did you? You were never planning on telling her we are divorced, were you?
We just need to move forward from this so we can put it behind us.
How can this be behind us when Linda keeps on harassing me? Why won't you just tell her the truth? This is the exact thing you did to me when we were married. Telling lies and keeping secrets. You keep forgetting it will always come back to haunt you.
If you keep your mouth shut, no one will find out anything. Soon, she'll get tired anyway and we'll be out of your hair.
Tired? Out of my hair? Ugh, it all makes sense now.
What do you mean?
You don't want to commit to Linda, do you? She wants marriage, but you don't. And you don't know how to tell her, so you lie about us. You tell her mean things about me, and she believes you because she loves you, and pours out all of her anger on me.
Claire, you're reaching.
I'm reaching? How can you tell her I destroyed you financially? Your company is doing great. Why did you tell her you're struggling?
That was not a lie. I am struggling. That was not a lie. I am struggling. The company's struggling as well.
No, I've seen the reports, and everything is fine with the company. What do you gain from painting me as the evil wife? You know you don't want to marry her, then tell her. Stop stringing her along and making me suffer for your poor choices.
You're just making a big deal out of everything. Yeah, I told her a few things about you, hoping she would understand why we couldn't get married. How was I to know that she would text you? Just go with the flow, okay?
No, you will tell her the truth, or I will do that for you.
Just mind your own business for once, will you? You and I are no longer together. So stop butting into my affairs.
Your choices are affecting me, and you expect me to do nothing?
I expect you to let me handle it. You want to always have the final say, and that was what you did that ended our marriage.
Your choices ended our marriage, and if you keep feeding Linda lies, your relationship as well.
Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Linda is a grown woman, and she's fully capable of making her own decisions.
Tell her, or I will.
No, you won't. Just mind your own business, Claire. Claire!
Claire, do I need to take this matter to court for you to understand just how serious I am about this?
You can try, but it won't make any difference. Matter of fact, you would only end up hurting yourself.
You really are determined to stand in the way of love, are you not?
I'm not in the way of your relationship, Linda. And because I don't want this to happen again, I'll tell you what is really happening. Todd doesn't want to get married to you.
You crazy witch. Have you no shame?
I'm sending you a picture of our divorce papers, which he signed as well as I did.
God, this is doctored. I don't believe you.
Yes, you do. Todd was only telling you these things about me so he wouldn't have to tell you he didn't want to get married. He was only stringing you along.
So you're telling him that you're not milking him for his money?
His money? Todd has no money to call his own. He's been struggling with a gambling addiction that almost ruined him. He used his company resources to place a huge bet, and he lost. It was my investment that saved him from going bankrupt. The company came back on track, but he didn't learn his lesson. He's still gambling. That's why he's always out of money.
My God, so he lied about everything?
It seems he pinned everything on me so he wouldn't have to have the talk with you.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you have a choice to make. But do not harass me again or I'll be the one taking you to court. And I can assure you that you'll lose terribly.
Jeez, don't be so strung up, okay? Don't be so strung up, okay? I didn't say I believed you yet. I have to talk to Todd and have him confirm all this. For all I know, you're a liar who will say anything to get her way.
Honestly, I really don't care. I just want nothing more to do with you. We'll not be talking anymore. Goodbye.
Claire, what did you say to Linda? She just broke up with me.
What do you mean? I told her the truth you were keeping from her.
How dare you? I told you to mind your business.
And I told you to deal with it so it wouldn't mess with my peace of mind. You didn't. What was I supposed to do?
Ignore it. What else could you have done? You went to tell her everything and now she's gone. Just like you. You just ruin everything for me, don't you?
No, this was all you. How long were you planning to keep your gambling addiction a secret from her? Or the fact that the company is doing great? You just keep on making poor choices. Todd, This is just another reminder that you're not fit to be at the helm of affairs.
What is this supposed to mean?
I've been talking to the board of investors. We no longer trust in your ability to run the company.
You want to fire me, but it's my company.
It bears your name, but you're only a 10% owner. I have 40%, and then the other investors agree with me. We'll employ a manager who will take charge of the company.
Because of this thing with Linda, you'll destroy my life?
You need to get your life in order. Gambling has destroyed you. Your lies have caught up with you as well.
Claire, please don't do this.
You still get your dividends, and you'll still be a member of the board of investors, but you will no longer call the shots.
Fine, Claire, I'm sorry, okay? I should have told Linda sooner.
This has nothing to do with Linda, but we won't be overlooking your shortcomings anymore.
Claire, at least reconsider.
Todd, don't ever lie about our marital status again. If you do, I'll sue you in court and make sure I destroy you just like you told Linda I did.
Claire, please think about it. Claire!
I moved on with my life, doing nothing but chasing my own happiness. The company flourished under the management of the new CEO, and all the investors were happy. Last I heard, Todd was buried in debt from the casinos and gambling houses he frequented, and he was still unable to stay away. I can only hope that he will find the strength to break away from this destructive habit.